So let's talk about the learning side of it, man. So we're in a weird space right now. I know you can speak on this a little bit with the industry and just entertainment and music and just the art and the craft of music. You know, a lot of people, we have access to everything now, so you could just get in, put something out. You know, the internet has opened up the floodgates in
Mhm.
good and bad ways. You know what I mean? And so, in some ways, the art and the craft of songwriting and just producing good music has been lost along the way. So let's just talk about the importance of just educating songwriters on writing good songs.
Be totally honest, when you look at, you look at SZA, you look at Bad Bunny, you look at Kendrick, you look at Drake, you look at Cole, you look at Miley Cyrus, you look at Beyonce, you look at John Baptiste, you look at PJ Morton. These are all That's the Grammy lineup from 2023. So I don't think that the industry is a problem. I think the oversaturation of the openness,
Mhm.
be able to energy to be able to create and then release music instantly. That is where we kind of get diluted. But the top of the top is going to consistently be quality music. All of those artists that I'm from Burna Boy all the way to 21 and to Doechii and to
Mhm.
Doja Cat, all these artists. Like it's a wide variety of talented acts. And at the top of the mountain is nothing but quality music. So the quality never changed. What happens is many more people saturating the lane. 600,000 songs are uploaded per day to Spotify, just Spotify
Man,
per day. So what happens is there is more to choose from, which makes the playing field a little bit more difficult because how am I going to be noticed? And if this door is free and it's open, we can walk through this door. It's great if you can walk through that door. The problem is there's 600,000 people that are going to walk through that door today. So how do I
right.
stand out? And then tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. So the issue isn't the level of quality because all of the quality rises to the top. The issue is the how much quality doesn't make it. You know what I mean? How much
Mm.
quality is going to be overlooked, and how do I find a way to stand out? How do I keep getting into rooms that'll get me noticed and get me in the next room and the next room and the next room and the next room? And that's the key.
Right, right. Cream always rises to the top. But
Yeah.
you said something, so I want to stay on that with Spotify and kind of just streaming right now. You know, there's a lot of talk about. There's always a lot of talk, but just songwriting credits and the publishing side of things and splits and
Oh
percentages.
yeah.
So I'm assuming in these sessions, those conversations come up as well. How do you manage
Oh
that
man, when it
education?
comes to that, it's really important to kind of make uh you got to be clear on what your earning is early. You got to be clear on what your split is early. You got to be clear on how your business is going to be handled. What I always suggest is, if you're doing writing sessions, everything equal down the middle, because you might write 10% today, but tomorrow you might write 50%. You might write 50% today, and tomorrow you write 2%. You want to be able to have a form of a good bond and a good connection. Also, understanding if the relationship is not going to be long, then you can go by percentages of, okay, choruses are this much, verses are this much. Also, finding ways to make sure you compensate producers and writers in a world where the record companies used to do that for you. Now, when you're independent, what's the incentive for me to write a song for an independent artist if I don't share the master? Because
Right,
it's difficult because the only person that can make the money is the master holder. Nobody. Spotify doesn't pay the songwriters. Spotify pays the record companies, and the record companies are supposed to pay the publishers and the songwriters. So the business has shifted so much, and a lot of people blame Spotify, but it's really the songwriter. It's really the record companies that are not divvying up the money the right way.
right, right.